Okay, folks, this video is just a overview of my upgrade of my 2006 F250 crew cab, the mirrors from the '06. In my case, I used 2008 F350 mirrors. You don't have to use the F350 mirrors, but you need 2008 newer if you want to have the capability for the extending mirrors for the towing and the fold unfold. So this is not a how-to video, and it doesn't cover every single step, but it does give an overview. And the video, I'm not going to video taking the door panel off and unplugging the harnesses and whatnot. You should be able to do that. If you're thinking about doing this, you need to at least be able to do that. So this will pick up with me talking about the driver's side wiring harnesses and incorporating the '06 harness into the '08 harness on the mirror for each side. So this is not, I'm not saying this is the only way this has to be done. I'm not saying this is the best way this has to be done. This is just the way I did it. If you want to do this, by all means do it the way you want. You don't have to do it the way I did it. So let's pick this up on the harnesses. We're going to deal with the driver's side harness first. This is the driver's side door harness. This is the plug for the factory '06 mirror harness. Now, the wires here. Starting on the right, we'll call it number 1. Number 1 red is your left-right adjustment on the driver's side mirror. Number 2 yellow is a common that runs between both driver and passenger side mirrors. Number 3 is a dark blue. That is your up and down adjustment on the driver's side mirror. Number 4 is light green with white. That is your left turn signal, driver's side. Number 5 is your straight ground, black. Number 6 is dark green violet, and that is your power mirror defrost heater. Number 7, which is back over underneath red number 1, is solid brown, and that is your running light for the mirror. That's the factory harness on the '06. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to depin each one of these wires, which just requires removing the holding tab, the red holding tab that's down inside, and then depinning these. And then we will come over to the '08 harness, and we'll start taking a look at what each pin here does and where these need to be located in the new plug. That's where we're headed next. Okay, now as far as this plug for the mirror control switch, which this is a Duralast mirror control switch that has the fold unfold option in it. This is what I picked up online, fairly cheap. That's what I was going to use. I ended up not using the function, but I liked the looks of the switch, and you'll see why I wanted to keep the fold unfold right here. You'll see why here in a bit. But as far as this goes, this is the 06. I happen to have access to driver and passenger side wiring harnesses, partial wiring harnesses, out of a 2008 King Ranch. So I snagged those, and like I said, when I originally was going to do this, I was going to use the power fold unfold function on the mirror control switch itself. And doing so, you need this gray with a brown tracer trigger line that runs from the switch connector to the power fold relay. I'm obviously not using it. It's just hanging here loose. I'm going to clip it back off and dispose of it. Now, as far as the wires, I took the red retention out, and then I depinned everything from the 06 schematic. I depinned them all, and I repinned them to match the 08 schematic. That's not a difficult job. Like I said, you just unpin them and pin them back in. Just be kind of gentle with them and don't screw up the little ports that they plug into, and you'll be fine. Now I'm going to show you what we did on the other end of this harness to get this 08 harness to work with the mirrors. Like I said, I repinned this, so I wanted to show you what the configuration looked like after repinning. And number one, if you look at a 2006, I'm sorry, a 2006 schematic, you'll see these colors listed there, except for the gray with the brown one that I added from the 2008. But these are the 06 factory colors. And in the re-pinning process, the orange with green became number one. That is your constant power. That's your power. Number two is a solid violet. And that's 06 as well. And that's the passenger side up and down adjustment on the mirror. Number three is the 06 black, and that's ground. I believe in the 08 black with a little violet tracer, but it's just solid black here. Pin number 4 is the gray with the brown tracer trigger wire for the 08 if you're going to use the Ford relay, and they're very expensive. If you can find them. If you can find them, they're very expensive. Anyway, that's the one I added from the 08 connector. Now, the next one would be pin number 5. which is the '06 dark blue, or blue. It's the up-down for the left-hand mirror. Pin 6 is also the from the '06 harness, and it's like a common wire that runs between both mirrors. I believe in the '08 diagram it's a gray wire, but in the '06 they used the yellow, so I just used the stock yellow. Pin number 7, again '06, it's a dark green, and that is your left and right adjustment for the right hand side mirror. And then finally pin number 8, again '06, it's a solid red, and it's your left and right adjustment for the left hand side. Okay, now we're going to move up here and take a look at how these get converted into the '08 actual connector for the mirror connector. Okay, this is the 2008 mirror connector. Okay, and this is our repinned mirror switch connector. Now, all the wires except for 3 of them are going right back into the '06 loom, and we've already covered that. The red and blue wire I have here are from the the '08 connector. We're reusing those, and then again, this gray with the brown tracer is the trigger line for the Ford relay, the Ford relay, and I'm not using that. Okay, the red and the blue from the mirror switch connector. Again, those are the from the '08 connector. The blue is your up and down adjustment on the left driver's side mirror, and the red is the left or right adjustment for the passenger side mirror. So they are going to come up. The red one is going to go into number 11, pin number 11. Pin number 11 on the '08 harness is your left right adjustment. The blue is coming up to the number 9 pin on the harness, and the number 9 pin is green. It's the book says blue green, or I'm sorry, the diagram says blue green, but this one's just green. And it's the up and down for the left hand side mirror. Now, going to the '06 harness that's in the door, we are using some wires from it to this connector. The first wire will be yellow, and that will run to a blue-green wire in pin 10. Pin 10. Now, blue-green is what the diagram says, but this one on this truck, it's blue-white. It says it's blue-green, but it's blue-white on this one. It may be different on yours. Again, this is an '06 to an '08 conversion. Okay, we've got the yellow. Now let's take a look at the coming out of the '06 door harness. You have green with a purple tracer. Green with a purple or violet tracer. Alright, it's coming over and it's connecting to the brown with the yellow tracer in pin number 6. That is your heated mirror. Heated mirror. That's the green with the purple or violet. The solid black coming out of the door harness is your ground, and it's running right over to pin number 7 on the '08 harness, which is also ground. Now in here we have a green with a white stripe coming out of the '06 harness, door harness. And it is going to one that's purple with a green tracer. Violet with a green tracer. And that's pin number 5. Pin number 5. And the very last one will be a solid brown. Right here. It's coming over and getting connected to a brown with a green tracer, which is pin number 8. Pin number 8. And then this yellow with the orange tracer, that's pin 22. Pin 22. And then the solid purple coming out of here, or solid violet, that's pin number 1. Pin number 1. And pin number 1 coming out of here is running to the toe, the mirror extension switch, or I'm going to run mine off of relays, so it's going to run to the relay. And then the yellow with the orange stripe on pin 22, that also goes to the toe, or toe mirror, extended mirror relay or switch. So that's what we have here. Again, '06 door harness converted to the '08 pin out for the mirror switch, and then these are wired together to match the wiring diagram for the '08 newer mirrors. Now my mirrors are 2008 F250 mirrors. So the colors in the actual harness leading from here to the mirror, this one to the mirror, aren't going to match up on '08 diagram, probably. They didn't on the one I got, but I did go ahead and download an '09 diagram, and they were just like others, you know, they substitute colors here and there, but the functions are all the same. Okay. Get these connected back together, and that wiring's done. I just wanted to show that I've tidied up the wiring in this driver's side door. And I'll move over to the passenger side door and show you what I've done there in relationship to the mirrors. We'll pick up there.